Today we'll be showing you how to unbox and assemble your Rover e-bike. Let's get into it. First, you're going to want to get a razor or some scissors and cut all of the straps. And after you cut the straps, the box should be able to just lift up, just like this. And then now we're just gonna take the bike out of the box. Once we get the bike out of the box, what you're gonna wanna do is cut all the zip ties, take off the plastic wrap, and take off the cardboard. So what's included in the box are pedals, some tools to assemble the bike, a light, a skewer for the front wheel, and also the charger. After taking off all the zip ties and wrapping, the first thing we're gonna do is put on the front wheel. So you're going to want to grab the skewer included with the bike. What you're going to do is loosen this until it comes off just like that. You're going to want to take one of the springs off. Don't take both of them. Keep this one on. You're going to grab the wheel and basically the rotor, you're going to want it to be on the left side of your body. This is my left arm. And what you're going to want to do is basically put the skewer in here just like this. You want the lever with the rotor. Then you're going to want to get the spring and make sure the small side is going towards the wheel. So put the small side in, and then after you want to get the nut and just screw it on just like this, but don't screw it on too tight because we got to measure the wheel. So basically what you're going to want to do is find the brake caliper, which would be right here. You want to lift it up just like this and then put the wheel in and make sure the brake caliper is lined up with the wheel. Then it should just drop. Then once it drops, what you're going to want to do is tighten this by twisting it. Then you want to keep twisting it. Just twist it until it's tight. And then after, you just want to lift up the lever just like this. Then the wheel's on. So now what we are going to do is put on the bars onto the bike. So what you're going to want to do is grab the tools that came included with the bike, and you're going to want to grab the medium Allen wrench. Then after, you're going to want to take off all these bolts, then I'll show you what to do next. Now, since you removed all the bolts, this plate should come off just like this. And what you're going to want to do is keep one screw in there. Then we're going to lift up the handlebars, and then we're going to want to make sure that all the cables are in the front. And once you know all the cables are in the front, put it on just like this, and then put on that one bolt you have on and just make sure it is tightened with that tool that came in the box. And then now, before you tighten this all the way, what you're going to want to do is adjust the screen to make sure that it is positioned facing you. Then after it is, you could move this up and down. You're going to want to tighten the bars to make sure they're nice and tight. Sometimes you may notice that your handlebars are not straight with the wheel, and I'll be showing you how to fix that. So basically grab the biggest Allen wrench that you have, and what you're going to want to do is loosen these bolts, but don't make them as loose as possible. Make them loose enough where they could move around, but it's not off. Then once you loosen the bolts, you should be able to move the bars around and make sure that it's straight with the wheel. Then after that, you're going to want to make them tight again. To install the light, you would want to get these two wires, just like this. One is going to be red, one is going to be black. And basically, the red one you want to put on the positive, which is the plus, and the black one you want to put on the minus, which is negative. Now I'll be showing you how to attach the light and the fender onto the bike. So first off, what you want to do is grab one of your Allen wrenches that fits in here and loosen it up just like this. And you're going to also want to loosen up this one right here, and as the same for the other side up here. Now what you're going to want to do is once you loosen all the bolts, you want to grab the fender basically through the back side. You want to push it just like this inside. Then once you get it like this, you're going to grab the light and put it in between the fender and right there, and then we'll tighten on the bolts. And it should look like this. You could see the light is in between the fender and the fork. Then I tightened it, Then now we're going to tighten these. Now that everything's tight, you could always move this around. But other than that, your fender is on, and now we are going to put on the pedals. So now that we have the pedals, what you want to do is find the right pedal, which it should have an R on it. And with the side with the chain on it, you're going to want to put it in like this. And basically, you're just going to want to screw it in clockwise. And also, you could use the tool included to tighten it to make sure that it's nice and tight. And now we're going to do the left side pedal, which is a little different. Basically, what you're going to want to do is thread it, but instead of threading it clockwise, you're going to want to do counterclockwise. And also, you could use the tool included to make it as tight as possible. And after that, your e-bike is ready to go.